Our first guest is the host of the popular game show Deal or No Deal, and the new season begins on September 7th. Ladies and gentlemen, here he is, the host, Howie Mandel. Hi, Howie.
Hi, Dave.
Nice to see you. Welcome back to the show.
It's good to be here.
We were talking about this earlier. You haven't been here since the mid-'80s. Is that possible? We haven't seen you since the mid-'80s?
You haven't seen me since... I have not been here. No, I have not been. Yeah. I've been very busy. God knows I've been trying to get back, but I have been busy. But it's great to be here.
Good to have you here with us.
It's good. Well, and especially today with the duck diving dogs. Yeah. I mean, what a... I don't know if you'd... Thank you. That's tremendous. I was involved in a similar thing years ago, and you may have heard of this. I was involved in the duck diving Jews.
But you're back in the NFL now, and congratulations. 17 feet.
My personal best.
And again, you know, when you came out, we had to do the thing.
Well, you have to. I don't have. I mean, I hate that. I need to do it.
Right.
But you don't have to live in my world. But I do that.
But I don't mind doing that.
Well, you know what? I'm even more. I'm going to be totally honest with you. I was upstairs. I have like heart palpitations now because the opening monologue you talked about the swine flu. I don't know if people know that I have OCD and I'm a germaphobe and this whole swine flu thing. I don't shake hands. I haven't shaken a hand in like 5 years. I do this.
Right. But let me ask you a question right there. How is this so much different than this in terms of germs?
Okay. If we had done that, then I would have to wash my hands before having potato chips.
Right. But
so I can just go like right from that to potato chips.
But but haven't we transferred bacteria? Germs?
Unless, yes, but it doesn't enter me unless you said, oh, those chips are so big, can you crush them? If I go like that, then I can't eat them. So no, but don't make it harder for me. Yes, there is bacteria, and now I want to finish this interview before I scald my hand. But I do. You know what's weird? People don't. I think that this is pretty common. Now, I did not make it common in sports.
Yes.
And Obama has done
it a lot. Yes.
You do, which I would think. And walking in New York now, walking in the streets, you know, people will approach. It's very nice. Yeah. And I do that. They'll extend their, and I'll go like this. And there's a lot of people very confused. They don't know.
Well, they should.
It's just awkward.
I agree.
But I go like this, and then today there was a man who he went like this, like I was going to drop something, and he just stood there like this.
A little surprise.
What does he think I have?
Something.
Oh, you know what? Could you
close your eyes?
Could you take my peach pit? I have no place to put it. What does he think? And the other one, and this happens commonly. The other one is I'll go like this. People have extended their hand, and then they just take it. And they don't shake it. Yeah. They just hold it, and then
that's awkward.
And then it's awkward because I have to say like, let go.
Yeah. Stop that.
Stop that, or just release me, and then and then it's so. But people, I have this OCD.
Now let me ask you a question about that. You had it long before you knew what it was. Is that true?
I have been in therapy for a long time. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I've had it from the time I can, as long as I can remember. I know that when I have a younger brother, and we used to fight, and the way he would win is hold up the lid to the laundry hamper. He would hold that. Somebody goes, oh my God, my brother's in the room. No, I mean, I've been a germaphobe, and I have others, but I'm getting help.
Now,
I'm getting help, and
I don't know much about this, but I do know a little bit about it. And people say that if it kind of starts to interfere with your life,
it does.
Then maybe it's time to seek medication.
And what makes you believe I'm not on that?
Wow. Well,
I went to see. I have a book coming out in November. It's called "Here's the Deal: Don't Touch Me," and that's it is coming out. In fact, the Random House asked me to mention that you can get pre-orders from my website. Why would they want me to mention that? It's not even out yet. Why? Because they'll go, okay, now we got to make up 7.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. So now on a chart. So you are medicated.
You know, people are just tuning in now. That doesn't sound so good.
No. No.
Let's just put it this way.
Well, first of all, it's none of my business.
You're going to get Tom Cruise all pissed off at me.
It's none of my business But I was just wondering. It
No,
sounds
I'm open about it. I'll
sounds
do
like
anything it takes to help me. I'm tortured.
So you have taken some medication, and you find that not satisfactory? Does it?
I'm still doing this.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'll be honest, I'm a mess, but I'm okay. I'm functioning.
Right.
You know,
Now,
did you see? Remember the movie The Aviator? Did you see that with
Yes,
Leonardo
I did see
DiCaprio?
that,
Remember he at the end, Howard Hughes was in the room
Yes, I
naked,
do.
just urinating into a bottle. I am this far from that. What? You know what bothers me more?
What's that?
That I got applause for
Yeah,
saying
I
that.
know. It's not right, but nothing
I
is
say
right.
this in therapy every week,
Yeah.
and I've never gotten that
But
response.
no.
Oh, that's tremendous. That is tremendous. He is.
Did you? Now, when I knew you back in the late '70s,
Yes.
Did you had this then? Is that right? And has it stayed about the same, or has it gotten worse?
Oh, it ebbs and flows.
Ebbs
It
and
ebbs and flows.
And what
This
causes it to get worse?
is interviews?
What? So,
No, I'm
so,
just, I'm not I don't know. I don't know because I'm not an expert and they haven't done a lot of, but it's hard for me. I love New York. New York is a little, because there's a lot of people.
So anxiety brings
I have
this on?
it is an anxiety disorder. So and I'm always, there's a lot of nervous energy in the town. And I try, and then I overcompensate to try to make people less, you know what I did? Because if they're nervous, then I get nervous and then that builds up. And I find that when people, are you out in the streets much here? No? No?
do I look like I'm in a gang or something?
No,
Yeah, we control the West Side.
No, but I mean, like, I have to. I don't live here. I must eat, so I wander out. And then people, when they approach, there's a nervous energy when somebody approaches somebody they think they know. You know, we don't want to bother you. I'll be sitting in a restaurant. We don't bother you, and you're eating. Can I get a picture? And I don't mind that. But if they're nervous, then I get nervous.
Yeah.
So what I've done is I have a tendency to overcompensate, and I did this yesterday in a restaurant. The pre-approach, I like that, so people aren't nervous. Do you ever do that, pre-approach people? No, I will. I'll see people eating, and I'll walk into a restaurant, and I'll walk up to them, and I say, "Excuse me, I don't mean to bother you. I know you're eating. I'm Howie Mandel. If I could just get a picture with you, and give you my autograph, see if I can get that out of the way.
Yeah. Wow.
Then it's better for me, right?"
All right, Howie, I'd kind of like to see you next week at this time.
You know what?
I think we're making some progress here.
Well, we are.
Deal or no deal?
Next Monday, it starts the new season.
September 7th.
Yeah, check your local listings, will you?
Yes, I will, Howie.
And I'm going to be playing around town. I'll be at the Count Basie in New Jersey and someplace in June Thorpe.
Great.
It is great.
Yeah, nice to see you again.
It's good to be out.
Yeah, good.
Okay.
We'll be right back with Rumor Willis and our final diving dog. There you go. But aren't there germs?